you're watching this special live from First Sports. I'm Rupa Ramani, and of course, the reason why we're coming to you is because of a latest set of pictures that we've just seen that's surfaced, and it's gotten a bit of buzz. It's gone viral, and I'm going to, of course, ask my director to put those pictures up. It's a picture of the Lucknow IPL franchise owner and his captain KL Rahul engaging in what looks like a very, very warm interaction. There was supposedly a private dinner at the owner's residence last night, a day before what is going to be a very crucial clash for the Lucknow IPL franchise at the league today. And the captain, KL Rahul, was of course invited for that. And these are pictures that have surfaced across the internet that's left everyone wondering, is all indeed well in the camp? And this is such a stark contrast. I mean, here you're seeing obviously both of them smiling, and there is that conscious, the consciousness of this being a moment that will be captured. So you can sense that too, the sense that this is something that is going to be captured and people will get to see this. So they are very, very cordial, and it seems like a definite concerted effort from the Lucknow franchise to put it out there before a big match that everything seems to be going fine. There is no rift. We never said there was, but we'll come to that in a bit. But the messaging that we're seeing everywhere splashed across along with these pictures is that everything is fine, there is no rift in the camp. But that's not what we were saying in the first place. I mean, the reason why this is of course coming out today is because, just to set a context and give you a bit of context to this matter, is that there is a match that is scheduled to take place today between Lucknow and Delhi. It's a must-win for both of those franchises who are sort of in the periphery of getting into the playoffs. We've got a few teams that are far more stronger and have a better chance to making it after Kolkata, which is Hyderabad and Rajasthan, including Chennai and Bengaluru as well, but Lucknow has a chance in, and that's if they win the match today. So all of these pictures clearly to quash what you're seeing currently on your screens right now, which is what happened after their last game, which ended at a loss at the hands of good Hyderabad. And that is something that played out right after the match. You're seeing pictures there of the owner, the very same owner who hosted KL Rahul, his captain, at his home for dinner last night, engaging in a very, very heated one-way conversation, because right through that entire video that went out on the broadcasting channel after that match, you don't see KL Rahul, the captain, really saying much. It is Sanjeev Goenka, the owner, sort of expressing his disappointment. And then, hey, it's fine. An owner is bound to be disappointed. You know, every owner is invested in the franchise and everybody wants to do well. We keep seeing that. But probably this wasn't the right messaging. The optics certainly didn't look good. And what made this much worse was yesterday, right at the pre-match press conference, we had Lance Klusener, who was the coach, one of the coaches of the Lucknow franchise, in fact, coming out, and he was asked by the media about this very moment that had gone across and viral across every social media platform. And he was put on the spot and asked about what was that about and if everything was all right. And you listen into his response, Lance Klusener.
I don't see any problem with some robust discussion between two cricket lovers. So for us, I guess it's just a storm in a teacup. We love a robust discussion. I think that's how teams get better. So it's not a big thing for us.
No, it's fine. I think the intention there for Lance Klusener, who's of course speaking for the franchise and not in his own individual personal capacity, is that he is sensing, what he's in fact saying, which is the franchise's stance, is that there was nothing in that moment. It was all well. It was just two cricket lovers having a robust discussion. And there was a lot of mixed messaging that came out from that particular statement. He says it's fine, it's no big deal, it doesn't really matter. But it does, because the kind of messaging as a team that you have put out is that the captain is answerable to any moment, and you are making the world see that you are washing your dirty linen in public there, right in front of everyone who is observing you, who's observing the way that you are dealing with your captain. So yes, it is not the right particular messaging that you are giving out, not just to the people who are watching you, but also to your own teammate, your own players. You're sort of saying that this particular discussion was imperative even before any of the players had time to go back and settle into the dressing rooms. So calm down after that game, because it was indeed a very, very intense and very one-sided match, and it could have happened to any team who was facing a very red-hot Hyderabad side that night. So really, a lot of things wrong in that particular face-off, in that particular heated exchange, as well as what followed. And maybe Lance Klusener wasn't really intending to make his statement feel that way, but that's exactly what was inferred, that it wasn't a big deal and it was fine, that the owner was, supposedly showing his displeasure in the manner that he was at the captain right out of the match on the ground was fine. So it wasn't really the best possible way in which he presented his thoughts, and maybe he didn't really find the right words to do it. But yes, these pictures that you're seeing, clearly an effort by the franchise to put out some sense of positivity, some sense of positive energy out there, because it is a very, very important game today. It's a must win for KL Rahul. And considering especially that the last 2 times this franchise went out, they've made it to the playoffs. And the fact that that situation hangs by the balance and it all rides on this particular match, and the result of this one is obviously prompting the franchise to think a little out of the box and at least put it out there that, hey, it's all fine. We never doubted that, but we were just questioning a few ways and a few method in that madness, if you could call it that. But yes, that exactly is the latest at this point. Do of course stay on to First Sports for more, because if you see the contrast of both those images, you realize that there is so much more to this, and this effort. And on the right, the dinner and making it seem for sure that everything was fine and all was in fact in order in the franchise was a very, very concerted effort by the team, because they had to smooth over what damage these visuals on the left that you see of your screen did to the image of the team, the image of the franchise, and of course the image of the owner, because let's not face it, it's happened before. Sanjeev Goenka as an owner has had a bit of a rough run-in, especially in the past with someone like MS Dhoni too, where he forced MS Dhoni to step down from the captaincy when he was in charge of the Pune IPL franchise and made Steve Smith the captain instead. So yes, there is a history there. So it isn't something that you can sort of smooth over all too quickly, but this is exactly what the latest is. We'll, as always, keep getting you different perspectives from the world of sports right here on First Post. Thanks for joining in today. I'm Rupa Ramani signing off. We'll of course keep coming into you with more fresh perspectives.